To all of our local, regional, and international viewers, wherever you may be, thanks for choosing us, allowing us to influence you in a positive way. Answer those unanswered questions, insights, of course, into helping you to be a better you. This, of course, is another edition of the program Conversations with Zalisa on Synergy TV. Thank you so much for allowing us into your lives so that we can really continue to empower you and help you to be the best that you can be and to make the right decisions. On my friends, well, on behalf of Jerome, my director, and myself, we'd like to wish each and every one of you a beautiful, blessed, productive, and great day today. It's Friday. Happy Friday to you, my friends. A day and time we'll never have the opportunity to have again. So it's the 14th of August, 2020. If you're celebrating a birthday, happy birthday to you. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary to you and yours. For the past couple of Fridays, we've had a series, and we continue with our series of really empowering you to help you to be successful, to help you to have knowledge, to educate you. And education is really allowing you to blossom, allowing you to grow, allowing you the know-how to be successful and to really live in terms of the essence of life. It is the answer. We've been talking to you about the one cryptocurrency. Today, I'm very pleased to have with us again a gentleman who is remarkable. He's dynamic. He's captivated and continue to transform lives, not just here in Trinidad and Tobago, but throughout the world. Trust me, he's a world traveler, and he has the knowledge and the know-how to help us to empower ourselves. And that, of course, is no stranger, Mr. Cordell King James. And with him today is his beautiful wife, and that, of course, is Mrs. Patrice James. A very warm welcome. A delight to have you both with us on the program.
Such a pleasure.
Thank
A
you.
wonderful success story, huh? Both of you.
Oh, hallelujah. Just steps in the right direction. Things are happening.
Today, you're going to talk to us about knowledge conquers fears.
Yes, and yes. And so allow me to introduce my wife, who's going to touch on the topic, because it took a while for her to get involved in this concept, and she'll give you a bit of a story. So it's not just as easy as people see the story. No. Of course, there's always, at any success story and anything that's happening in life, there's always something that you don't see.
Correct?
That leads to that level of success.
Yeah.
And we are nowhere finished. We know where we would like to be, but we know where we used to be either. And I also respect that about the journey. Let's put it like that.
Yeah.
So, they don't normally talk about behind every man. I don't believe in that behind, but beside every man.
I love
there's
that.
It's the truth. Is a strong woman, and my wife is definitely strong and has all the characteristics and traits that is needed to fulfill the hard job of being my wife. You understand?
And the mother of your beautiful children.
Yeah, definitely.
Those gorgeous daughters.
Definitely. So it's really, really a privilege to be here with her to share this moment, because the children are even here with us. They're next door. Why? Because we travel everywhere with them technically. Because they are, before COVID, they were homeschooled. So they have been homeschooled. So they have been quarantined for a while now. So let me not take the show and pass the show on to the boss.
Thank you very much for having me here, Zalisa, and it definitely is a pleasure to be here next to this gentleman that said it rightly. It is quite a task being his wife, but I am prepared for the task. As he was mentioning, we got involved in One Life, and people see us together. Of course, they see success, not knowing where we started from. And in July 2016, when King came to me and said that he was joining One Life, I was not interested. And I know on the show we spoke about unconscious incompetence. I didn't know what I didn't know, but there was a reason. There was a reason for me. We were 6 years into a business, FM, bringing in perfume and perfume products, supplying. We were the sole suppliers for over 200 distributors in Trinidad.
Wow.
to me, we were successful.
Yeah.
He was on the road
Yeah.
meeting with the people. I was inside, doing the accounts,
worked for
operations.
you.
It was working.
Yeah.
And so here he is coming. This is 6 years later saying,
Yeah.
we are going to do something else.
Yeah.
We were teaching our mentees, if you want to call it that, to focus on one thing. That's what we teach. That's our value up till today.
Yeah.
And so for him to come tell me that we're going to do something else,
Yeah.
I said, something's wrong with him.
Yeah.
But what I had to, I was in myself comfortable really in a discomfort because we were in debt. We were investing money into the business. Of course, you have to do that for business to work.
Correct.
We were deep in debt, but I was becoming so comfortable in my discomfort that I didn't want to hear him. Eventually, he said, without you, woman, I am going to do this.
Yeah.
And
He stood up.
He stood up.
Yeah.
Yes, of course I admire that about him.
Yeah.
But me being, a woman self, I said, okay, well, you go do your thing, and I would continue on with this business. There are people depending on us.
Right.
And what happened after that, I said, you know what, I like working along with my husband. So I started looking at this opportunity that the One Life that he was bringing to me. I wanted to hear from the source, the founder. So I said, let me start looking at these videos. Long story short, I realized that we were having an opportunity to be a part of history, to create a currency that would be used globally.
Yeah.
So I said, swallow my pride. And I went to him and I told him, I said, I know what I'm seeing. I enjoy, what I'm listening to. It's changing my mind. I know I have an opportunity here to become a part of history. I'm going to get involved.
Yeah.
At that point. I mean, it wasn't an easy journey. I was watching the videos. When he would come in the room, I would hide the phone. I didn't want him to know I was becoming interested. But eventually I said, here's what, this makes sense.
I think the key thing that you've said there, in terms of the power being within yourself, you recognize that, listen, this was alien to you. You felt comfortable in yourself, in your business that you were doing. But the key thing is that you realize the power of this is finding knowledge yourself.
Correct.
Doing research yourself.
Correct.
Not just depending on the partner and your husband and the father of your children that you trust and have that faith in, and you would have had a business already built.
Yes.
But you felt within yourself, I need to understand this for me.
Yes.
Not just from him, but you said the founder. You
Yes.
went to the root
The source.
to educate yourself,
Yeah, the
which is
education.
so important, and that is such a key element.
And that's why the topic is what it is today.
Yes.
Knowledge comes of fear, because she had no knowledge of the situation.
Exactly.
She had no understanding
Nothing.
of it. So her fear was, what is this? What are we going to step into? Maybe it's going to crash. Maybe it's going to fall apart.
And that's why she said no.
Exactly.
Yes.
She closed that door immediately, not saying, well, all right, let me hear a little bit of what this is. She said no.
But the funny part is, it's not her alone. Initially, I said no as well.
Yeah.
So I did not even want to hear. But something, and we say something, and it's really God,
Yes.
at that time spoke to me to pay attention. Don't watch your friend who's introducing you, asking you to take a look, and you ignore. At least take a look. And when I took an honest look, and when I say honest look, without any biased opinions, without saying I'm going to tear it down, I'm not going to be interested, I'm going to take a look just because you tell me to take a look. No, I took an honest look as if I knew nothing, because I knew nothing, and if I was going to evaluate it as if I was not involved in any other business prior.
Yeah.
And when I took a look at this business honestly, I have not looked back since. I went full speed ahead. I was currently doing, I was a contractor at Nestle at the time when we still was building the perfume business, and a couple months after, the business started to pick up so much momentum that I had to put that aside. I had to actually resign and pass the contract to someone else, or I gave it up and they took it over, and whatever happened, they happened. I'm not even sure how they did.
Yeah.
But I had to step aside because I needed to focus, because I realized that this moment in history will not repeat itself. This one life, one coin, one academy, one ecosystem, deal shaker. This situation here will not have a replay, will not have a do-over. It is the opportunity of opportunities now, not later. And if COVID has not sensitized your mind or heightened your awareness, please take notice that some things are happening and some things are not
Things are
explainable.
happening. You're correct.
Some things just don't make any sense either.
You're very
And we
correct.
have a unique chance to position ourselves with the knowledge to counter the fears that you have. Because people have fears out there.
People do have
People
fears.
are concerned right now about what's happening, how they're going to
Yes.
live, where the
Yeah.
next dollar is going to
Dollar
come
is
from, and
coming.
things of this nature.
Correct.
And
Real
here is an
fears.
honest opportunity that you could take advantage of if you so decide to get out of your way.
Yes.
And this is what my wife would have done. And it comes from personal development.
Yeah.
Being willing to personally learn when others are not interested in
Yeah,
learning.
yeah.
And you have to press on towards that mark yourself.
It is about thinking outside of the box, looking at the bigger picture, like you said. And I've realized with all of the people who've had success stories,
Yes.
educating yourself, doing research, and opening the door first of all, and recognizing that, hey, this
Yes.
thing is real.
Absolutely.
This thing is happening.
And what's-
this change is now.
What's important to mention is that at the point when King came and told me that he was giving up the contract at Nestle, which was like a $500,000 contract, I, at that point, said definitely, because I had the knowledge of what we were doing at that point.
Ah.
And so the fear was removed.
Yeah.
I was able to say, yes, we definitely need to focus in this direction.
Excellent. And what I like, and it's truthful, you're being truthful, is the fact that, yes, you had yourself in a good position with regards to a contract with a big, reputable company that,
Yes.
that you know that there was a way into the future,
Yes.
substantial enough to provide for you and your family in a
Absolutely.
good way. You started your own business that you saw the potential that was growing. Yes, and like every businesses, you'll have hurdles and challenges and whatever, but you had so much faith and trust because of the potential that you knew, that you felt grounded.
Yes. Yes,
But then you
correct.
saw the bigger picture. You
Yeah.
gave yourselves the opportunity
Yes.
to see, hey, but life doesn't stop here.
No.
We're not
Correct.
being contented because I need to provide more for my children.
Yes.
I need to give them a better life.
Exactly, because that's what happened. Even though the contract was a good contract, we had this business running. As I said, we were uncomfortable because we were more or less just as anybody else with a job. You know, you pay your bills and then you...
Yeah.
So at that point, when he realized that I was interested, he sent me to a convention that the company was having in London. And that is where it became even more concrete, because there we learned about the One Academy. You hear this over and over. We say that the business is about One Academy. It's the heart of the company. And when I learned that what the importance of the One Academy, came back to Trinidad from London and went into my One Academy package and learned all 3 levels. The first 3 levels, I focused totally on that. While I was doing that, the company had something cooking. Last 2 segments was the deal shaker, the
Yeah.
topic on the deal shaker.
Yeah.
In just 2 months after I was finished with my education, well, not finished because I'm not finished, but I was completed to level 3, the Deal Shaker platform was launched. Guess what? The products that we were a part of, the
Yeah.
business with the 200 distributors,
Yeah.
we were able to become merchants on the platform and
Wow.
sell our products to accept ones. And we still do that up till today.
And you've taken that particular business to a different level.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Wow,
And
wow,
we're going
what
to
a
dive
win.
into that story much more
Yes.
when we come back.
What a win-win. That's right. This is a program, Conversations with Zalisa, right here on Synergy TV. In conversation this morning with Mr. Cordell King James. He's affectionately and lovingly known throughout the world as King James, and his absolutely gorgeous, charming, and charismatic wife, Patrice James. And of course, I want to remind you, if you want to empower yourself, you want to help yourself grow, then open that door, pick up the phone, call Sarah now for inquiries, for understanding how to empower yourself, how to grow, how to be a success story. Call Sarah now at 744-5503, 744-5503. Let's go to some important messages. We'll return right after these.
Do you know? What am I speaking about? Do you know what is cryptocurrency? Do you know what is blockchain technology? Are you aware of what we currently face on a regular basis with quantitative easing, fractional reserve lending. Do you know? I am inviting you to come out of the financial darkness and into financial light. The only way for us to achieve that is with education. And one particular type of education is what I'm speaking about. I'm asking you to join the One Academy. It is a financial revolution of teaching regarding introduction to finance, cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, helping you understand the world of money and what is money. What is money? Money is simple. It is what we agree upon to exchange for goods and services. If you want full comprehension, join the One Academy.
Get ready for Bright Ideas Great Big Summer Sale with 25% off selected items like our beautiful wide selection of artificial flowers. Also, 25% off mirrors, paintings, clocks, ornaments, throw pillows, furniture, and so much more. Plus 10% off lights and chandeliers. Bright Ideas Summer Sale. Bright Ideas all locations: Marabella, Princestown, Rio Claro, Point Fortin, Gulf City, and Chaguanas. Bright Ideas, bringing happiness home.
Marcon Construction Company Limited, providing affordable and innovative building solutions. We have turnkey home solutions starting at $550,000, inclusive of foundation to roof and finishing items. Call us today for more information. 622-6601. Visit us on the web at www.marconcoltd.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Marcon Group TT. 2-bedroom apartments for rent in San Juan, conveniently located near the Eastern Main Road, Priority Bus Route and the San Juan Market. Call for details now. 392-2986.
It's so long we're home. I have run out of clothes. I'm waiting for the Fab India Expo to open.
Well, they're actually open already.
Finally! I was waiting for them since March.
And yes, I agree. I've been craving for the Indian food from Tandoori King.
I'll have dinner at Dosa's Diner, and I'll have dessert at Nanu's Kulfi.
Listen, we could now dine in their food court area.
All you think about is food, huh? But I can shop there. I have to buy some shalwar and matching jewelry and shoes. You know.
They also just added 5 more vendors with all new goods.
When are they starting?
What?
Fab India Expo, of course.
The Fab India Expo is open opposite the Medford gas station in Chaguanas. Check us out today.
Are you looking for a space to open your business or office? Space is available at Fred's Plaza, Eastern Main Road, opposite the bus route in San Juan. Call now for details. 338-9884.
Super Quality Supermarket. Best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Couva Car Park, Couva, 98 Endeavour Road, Chaguanas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trincity. Super Quality Supermarket.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zalisa right here on Synergy TV. This morning we're in conversation with Mr. King James and his beautiful wife, not just charismatic and charming and all those flowery things, but she's also very brilliant. So welcome back to Mrs. James as well.
Thank you.
Nice to have both of you.
Yes, that's why she qualified for the elections. That's another story.
And she's won in every way. I just love talking to you.
Thank you.
You have this magnetic, but of course there's so much information that I'm, even in the space, I feel like I don't have enough time to talk to you. There's so much that
But I
can
told her
learn.
if she don't keep paving roads, we will have to call another election.
Another one.
She have to keep paving the roads
Paving the roads.
and doing the right things. Nah, but she does it. I'm only teasing.
No comments. No comment.
I want to remind you, if you want to know more about what we're talking about and how to empower yourself, how to educate yourself and take yourself out of where you're at now, take your children forward, then call Sarah at 744-5503, 744-5503, and you'll get the know-how. Welcome back.
Yes, I use a little election joke just to break the thing because there's so much animosity and nonsense going on right now in our society that we're too small of a country for that type of nonsense and foolishness to begin with. But I want to tie it into who we are.
Yeah.
This company and this opportunity in this business, and we have to understand that money is not a respect of any person. It's a respect of what principles and respects you have when it comes to doing your due diligence.
Correct.
And in this business, it is so multinational. When it comes to religion, when it comes to everything, we have all sorts of walks of individuals involved in our organization. But there's one common denominator that unites us all. And when we are all together, there's no thought of anything else but the one. And this one ecosystem that's actually have people along the same train of thinking.
Yeah.
And we work on the person's mind and mindset. And this is what the things that we do to develop. And this is why we say, knowledge will conquer all the fears.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people have fears of just not knowing the individual that is there with them, that's facing the same situation, no matter the color of the skin, no matter who and what it is. People have a lot of the similar stories.
Yeah.
And we want to unite people on the story of education. Because all of us, regarding education, have been misled. I went to Moruga yesterday and had such an interesting time with a young man by the name of Eric, Prince Eric to be exact, one of the first people. That's the original bloodline of Trinidad and Tobago, which at that time was not even known as Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
It was known as Irie. And if you hear some of the things that this young man was revealing, and how the actual word is not Caribs, they were not referred to as Caribs, because that was actually a way of them saying hello, and the colonizers didn't understand Carib, the greeting, it's so much information
That's
there.
deep.
I enjoyed that drive and that trip down to Moruga yesterday.
Yeah.
And now we're going to look to start to build some ties with this young man because he's interested in the blockchain education, because he wants to help his first people and the society there. Because from Moruga, the closest banking point to them is in Princestown. So they're technically in Trinidad and Tobago, but unbanked because they don't really have access. So when I introduced him to digital bartering, he began to tell me he understands money and the whole concept that I'm speaking about.
Yeah.
So he's intrigued in this area. Right. So I'm saying all of that to say that this education we have is unbiased and truthful. It's not smeared or tainted with anyone else. Giving you false information is based on the facts that we can see evidently in front of us.
Great. You talk about driving to Moruga and the beautiful drive and enjoy it. More importantly, the information that you receive that we now are attracted to and we want to hear more.
Yes.
But what is important and what I have seen and realized with the past couple of weeks that you've been here is that you're not only limited yourself to Trinidad and Tobago, but you're well traveled. You've been throughout the world. And how I know that is because of the responses and the views that we would receive from all over the world. And when I say all over the world, I'm talking about the entire globe. Throughout the world, that I would see comments, people would say hello, people are enthused, people are, they are grateful for you sharing the information. And that says something to me. That's a statement by itself.
But I really have to thank my wife for allowing me to even get a chance to make all these travels and these journeys. And being some of the cost and pain it takes and the toll, because it's not easy sometimes when I go outside here. I mean, many of the times she has been with me. I mean, there's a couple times, she has been to Dubai, we've been to Vietnam. So there's some times where we get a chance to travel together. But most parts I'm by myself, but it's for a reason. And it's for a mission. And even in the relations that we created with Moruga, because they have a lot of cocoa and they still do that type of, because there was a cocoa chocolate museum we went to visit that's down there. And I'm looking for ways in which she could digitally barter with other parts of the world in this very same deal shaker and this very same one ecosystem.
Amazing.
So we're looking to create ties globally, and all we want to do is just get people to open their eyes and come into the light of understanding
Yeah.
and away from the darkness of financial illiteracy that all of us were under. So it's not like I know and I'm just, I'm a hero. No, no, no. I at one point didn't know that I didn't know. I was in financial darkness, though I was pursuing money nonstop. I was in financial darkness, and now that my eyes is opening up and things are happening with this opportunity, it's such a big business to grow because you have a 99.9% of the market to target. They don't know about cryptocurrency, they don't know about blockchain technology,
Yeah.
and they don't know what the true definition of money happens to
Yeah.
be.
When I interviewed people that came on the show, like that young girl, the vendor with fruits,
Sure.
that really empowered
Could be chances.
herself. When we had the gentleman who bought property in Suriname.
Gaston Pierre.
Yes. When we had the doctors, he said how many vehicles he was able to purchase.
Yeah.
And these people are well traveled as well. They've really taken them to another level in life. That they were able to empower that lovely charismatic couple we had on Friday who were able to purchase land and stand on it in Sangre Grande and
Yes,
say,
yes,
this
yes.
is mine. I achieved this for my children.
That's actually who I went to Maruga with. It was Cliff Stamler saying Mr. Ralph Doyle.
Yeah.
They made the contact with the individual and we went down there to see him
Great.
together. So it's a real team effort. And we're asking people to join our team. Join our team and come into the understanding. Call now. Find out how could you get a part and find out more information if it makes sense for you. Because information is free. It's free to look.
Information is free.
It's free to look.
It's free to make that
But
call and
once you're
find
ready to
out.
buy, we have a package that's designed for you.
Exactly.
And it's affordable. There are no,
Very
and what I see is
affordable.
that there's nothing that's hidden.
No.
It's there in front of you. You people
Very
come here, you're
transparent,
real, your
yes.
life is real. You talk about your story. Yes, you talk about the success and the growth and the nice things that go, but you also talk about the struggles and the challenges that you would have
Exactly.
had that led you and even along the way. But look at where you're at today.
So Zalissa, you're talking about the different things that people are able to buy, which of course is a byproduct of the actual education. And I know many people might be listening and thinking, you know, this might just be one of those things. They're flashing these cars and this able to buy this and buy that. But the greatest asset that you get in this business is the education. And I've taken that responsibility, as my husband said, you know, he's saying I gave him permission, or no, he didn't say that. He says that because of me, he could travel. I understand clearly what we are building and what I do. I remember one of my pastor's wives told me that you must always include, because of course she's a pastor wife and away from while her husband is out, she's home with the kids, and she said include the children. So I do that often. I show them, you know, this is what daddy is doing, this is the conference he's at, and guess what starts happening? They are intrigued now and wanting to know the information. We have information for children. So I pull our Super TED book that I believe you all spoke about
A little bit,
before, a little bit. I pulled the Super TED book as I realized my 10-year-old was becoming interested at that time. She was 9, and her 7-year-old sister at the time interested. And I start teaching them, and I realized, yes, this is what's important for us to educate our children, because they don't do it at schools. They don't, about finance, I should say. Educate our children so that we would create a future that, you know, they could live in and enjoy, because we are fighting, we are struggling. Not saying that they would not have struggles coming up, but it's important to educate them if we really want to see a different Trinidad and Tobago, a different Caribbean, a different world.
I love that you said that, because I am really attracted to the fact of how much you emphasize the importance of education.
Yes.
So much that you've single-handedly, you know, in terms of your 3 daughters,
Yes.
you understand the importance of empowering them by educating them, and that's why they're so brilliant and they're 6, 8, and 10.
Yes.
But that says something. I also would like the opportunity to really I really want to tell you something that I've learned, not only from your husband, but now in conversation with you, and that, of course, is the importance of God in your lives.
Yes. Biggest.
That is a
most
rock and a
important.
foundation that you've built that
Yes.
I admire.
Yes.
I'm hear you talking about God all the time. And you see that balance of understanding the importance of God and that rock and instilling the right values, girl, you're on the right track.
Yes. Yes, and it's a
I
constant.
admire that. I
it's-
have to
it's-
say this openly. I admire that.
Thank you very much. And
Yeah.
it's constant because every single day we are battling. There's a battle going on in our mind.
Yeah.
We say it's a voice. Our heart means good, we want to do good, but there's this constant battle, and the only way to overcome that, I know we say knowledge conquers fear, but we have to conquer it with love. You have to love yourself to want to become better.
Beautiful.
That's where it all starts. So it's all about personal development at the end of the day, but every single day. Some people say, but I read these books, I did this, but it's constant.
It's so true. It's never ending.
You can't retain everything that you read. Hence the reason for the refresher. Hence the reason for going through the information again.
Yeah,
and it's
true.
important to understand these things. And these children, they're really special. They're really special children, I must say.
Well, look at the parents. This is the program Conversations with Zalisa right here on Synergy TV. In conversation this morning with Mr. Cordell King James and his beautiful wife Patrice James, talking to us about knowledge and how it will conquer all those fears in your life. We're going to go to some important messages. We'll return right after this. But now, take this number down now and call Sarah. And that, of course, is 744-5503. 744-5503. Stay with us.
Good day all, my name is King James, part of the One Life Network Caribbean team. If you have no knowledge of what is cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, I'm inviting you to get started with this concept. It is $1,610 TT for you to participate in a financial curriculum that will help shape your world and your future. But better and greater than that, in our curriculum, there's no school that teaches our children about finance. This is a unique opportunity for you to get involved in practical and theory. You need the best of both worlds. The theory we offer allows you to participate in the practical. Position yourself strategically. Get a starter package from one of your local IMAs somewhere near to you, some cousin, friend, uncle, some loved one. Do not hold back yourself from getting started with our organization. One Life for More Life, One Academy. Join the financial revolution.
Super quality supermarket. Best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Hoover Car Park, Hoover, 98 Endeavour Road, Chaguanas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trincity. Super Quality Supermarket. Eden Heights Clinic. Live blood analysis with instant results. Colon hydrotherapy, ozone therapy, prolozone therapy, complete detox, weight loss, oxygen baths, diet and nutritional programs, supplements and health foods, treatment for all lifestyle diseases, cancer, diabetes, heart disease, men and women issues and much more at Eden Heights Clinic, 13 Montague Avenue, Trincity. 763-5292-640-8985.
Are you looking for a space to open your business or office? Space is available at Fred's Plaza, Eastern Main Road, opposite the bus route in San Juan. Call now for details, 338-9884.
2-bedroom apartments for rent in San Juan, conveniently located near the Eastern Main Road, priority bus route and the San Juan Market. Call for details now, 392-2986.
Passad, the Food King, and Bright Ideas. Summer sizzle promotion is here once again. From 26th July to 20th September, every week, Posada Food King and Bright Ideas is offering you an opportunity to win one of 8 chill, grill, and we pay the bill promotions. Shop at any Posada Food King 9 locations or Bright Ideas, Rio Claro, Princestown, Marabella, Gulf City, Chaguanas, and Point Forte locations and win one of 8 barbecue grills, a cooler full of drinks, yes, alcoholic ones as well, a hamper full of snacks and food items, a case of chicken leg quarters, as well as a cold basket of goodies. With every $500 spent at Posada Food King or $300 at Bright Ideas, the customer gets an automatic entry form to enter and win the Posada Food King and Bright Ideas Summer Sizzle Promotion. Posada Food King, always treating and caring for you like family.
It's so long we're home. I have run out of clothes. I'm waiting for the Fab India Expo to open.
Well, they're actually open already.
Finally! I was waiting for them since March.
And yes, I agree. I've been craving for the Indian food from Tandoori King.
I'll have dinner at Dosa's Diner, and I'll have dessert at Nanu's Kulfi.
Listen, we could now dine in their food court area.
All you think about is food, huh? But I can shop there. I have to buy some shalwar and matching jewelry and shoes. You know.
They also just added 5 more vendors with all new goods.
When are they starting?
What?
Fab India Expo, of course.
The Fab India Expo is open opposite the Medford gas station in Chaguanas. Check us out today.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zalisa right here on Synergy TV, and this morning we're talking to you about how knowledge can conquer your fears in conversation with Mr. Cordell King James and his beautiful wife Patrice James. Welcome back. We're talking about knowledge, how to empower yourself, how to move forward, and education, the keys to success.
I think I want to make a special mention to this, that we're not only just talking, we're taking action with it. So when I saw the school curriculum and started to understand who wrote the school curriculum and the whole concept about it, not bashing it, I decided that I couldn't just leave the children in that system.
Okay.
So it wasn't my decision alone because I'm not the teacher. So my wife took up the mantle and decided to do the homeschooling. And as you notice, COVID now has actually created an environment where people are more involved in homeschooling and find it more interesting. Do you even know that there's a homeschool association in Trinidad and Tobago, which she found out more information about and she started to dig?
Educating herself again.
So for me, we take a real active approach in shaping and molding the future.
Yes.
And the future is always the children.
And that's why I'm so captivated with talking to you. I mean, even in our breaks, finding out about the homeschool and how it's been successful and how it's worked for your kids as well. And you taking the initiative to do that. It's a challenge upon everything else on your plate. But it's really helping your children to develop. They're brilliant.
Yes. Thank you.
They're brilliant, but it takes time and it takes a lot of extra effort to mold and shape and to instill all those things.
Right.
And you know, it doesn't just happen overnight.
No, it
it's
doesn't.
investing a lot of time.
One of the most important things, you know, not everyone is able or has the ability to homeschool their children. I hear people saying, they're always talking about homeschool. I don't have the ability to homeschool. And I say that if your children are not homeschooled, they still need to be homeschooled. Most of our education at home with the children, we do follow a curriculum now. I have a curriculum that I use. We're about 2 years or 3 years in. I don't know if it's 3 years as yet, but I know I use a curriculum, but outside of that, when we just have 3 hours of the curriculum, I have to be constantly educating them, listening for when I hear, you know, negative things that they may say. Even in the kitchen, we're maybe baking a cake and I'm educating them at that point. You're constantly educating your children.
Yeah.
So you may not be able to physically have them at home, but keep in mind that we are shaping the future, and no matter what, you have to be interacting and homeschooling.
Well said, and it's the truth. It's all part of the growing and evolving process. It's not just within the walls and confinement of that time, but it's around the clock that we are teaching our children. That's so true.
Thinking and receiving messages in between the breaks and so forth, and Mrs. Cliff Samuelson said, hello. He said to make sure I give you a special greeting.
To
And
you
he's-
and your lovely wife as well, and your family.
And he's mentioning, listen, don't forget the conversation that the colonizers, the first place they landed in Trinidad and Tobago was Moruga.
Okay.
And what if we were able to make Moruga, whether it's through the bars, through the shops, and through all these different things, start a digital barter and becomes a crypto village
Yes.
of one usage
What an
in Trinidad and
example
Tobago.
that would
Yes.
be.
So is the possibility, and these are the things we're working on. We just want people to understand, get involved with the IME who have been talking to you for a very long time. Any of the independent marketing associates that's a part of One Life who have been talking to you, inviting you to the One Academy presentations that we have, get involved with them. Find out more information. Don't take for granted what they're sharing with you, because I know without a doubt that this is value added.
Yes.
And based on Prime Minister words on his memorandum, what is the correct word? Manifesto.
Manifesto.
His manifesto, he cited a lot of things regarding digital and digital technology.
He certainly did. We had some clips, as a matter of fact.
Yes. So he cited a lot about digital and what's going to happen digitally. What are you waiting on? All the writing is on the wall for you to see, and you are waiting to be told what to do. People have to get proactive and not reactive. If you do not become proactive and you remain in a reactive state, then the results you want is not going to happen. What's going to happen to you is you're going to end up being pushed to the side and not get the true essence and capture being what? In front.
What I like is that you were able to go down to Moruga and identify, listen, there's a whole industry that we could capitalize on and empower and take out of this and allow it to be something that is phenomenal. And of course, like you were saying, their strength is in cocoa.
Yes.
Capitalize. It is the way future. It is agriculture. Help it to help Trinidad and Tobago, not just Moruga, but Trinidad and Tobago, by investing in agriculture
Yes.
and allowing it
Correct.
to help us.
And I hear we
help
have
our
the best
economy.
chocolate. I hear we have
We
the
do.
best
The
chocolate.
best chocolate in the world.
And that means that we have so many.
But we don't know our worth. We don't know
We
what
don't
we don't know our worth. Yes,
sitting
exactly.
there, and there's so many other economic issues, and we have it right there.
All the answers
In
and
Trinidad and
solutions.
Tobago, in beautiful Moruga, to all the people there, all those special people. Listen, if I were you and you're getting these people to come here and help you and to educate you, which is the key thing, and show you a way out and a way forward, and to help you be a better Moruga and be an example to Trinidad and Tobago, put you on the spotlight again and help your children to blossom, then take that education.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes, I agree with you 100%.
So you've got to call Sarah now. And that, of course, would be 744-5503, 744-5503. We've got about 2 minutes before we go to our commercial break in this segment. I want you to talk about that education package that you could help, like you said, you did it.
Yes.
And that was able to help you to move forward.
Yes. Well, that's
right
being
here.
shown there right now is the blockchain package. But of course, we all start off with introduction to finance, and with the blockchain package, it's inclusive.
Okay.
Which was really amazing when the blockchain package came out. You get the introduction to finance and the all the levels. Other levels included. So you have like this whole inclusive package where you could start off learning, and in order to move to the next level, you need to at least do a quiz. Make sure just to test your
Good,
understanding
yeah.
to move on.
Great.
So as King said, we make sure we act on what we are learning. You're not just learning just to pass a quiz.
How long did it take you to do? You did 3 of the...
Yes, and I say continuous learning, because my mind was being blown when I started studying. My mind was being blown, and the type of person I am, as soon as I see a word, as quantitative easing, I need to go and dig up, go on the internet. I was using the internet, find out what quantitative easing is, find out what these terms are, and I keep going deeper and deeper, finding videos on different topics, and that is where the true education. So this actually pushes you to open your mind, and then in every area you realize of your life starts being affected.
You
from
evolve,
the
you evolve.
So it's a continuous thing. When I came back, that little period that I did the 1 to 3
Yeah.
definitely was cramming. in because I was just so hungry for the knowledge.
The reason I ask you that question is because there are a lot of people out there who are probably like yourself.
Yes.
You've decided to homeschool your kids. That's time consuming. God knows that's time consuming. You're running a business. You're being a wife to a husband, a mother to your children, apart from that homeschooling. You are consumed. Your day is consumed.
Yes.
But yet you found the time. You found the time and the energy within your space to find space to educate yourself.
Yes.
And that's how you evolve.
Yes, and we tell people, like, even if you are in the community, that's the importance of our conversations. We have calls every single night, the One Academy nights, where we spell night with a K, knowledge at night. And we tell people, continue coming onto the calls. You never reach. It's a continuous learning process. You need to come on, get the information, ask questions, and develop. Because once you have that knowledge, the fear, which I think the best acronym I ever see is false evidence appearing real, it will conquer that fear. It would help to remove that fear.
You also talk about understanding the language in terms of all the terms that they use. That this is alien to you. This is not a word that you know the meaning of it. But you were able to help yourself in terms of even your vocabulary, and you the thing is, you do not have to have a degree to understand the terminology and the words, but what is beautiful is that you can help yourself evolve and grow
Absolutely.
as you go along.
I am living testimony of that. I don't know to spell too good. I mix up words. You heard I just said memorandum and see, I forget the word already. So I like to really use myself as an example. And I really tell people, if I am not the sharpest knife, not the dullest either. But at the end of the day, there's room and opportunity for you to say, here, what? I want better, I want more, I want to do more.
Yeah.
And if you decide to do more, you're going to get more. We have a term where we say you can learn and earn.
Yeah.
And that is the opportunity with us. You can learn and earn. You can learn today and lead tomorrow. These are things that we say because it's truthful and it's happening amongst us. Look at Miss Muriel Ozama. Look at this young lady that I have a chance to know and be friends and colleagues with. A professor, master's degrees, plenty of them. Teaching masters.
Yeah.
How could I be so close and a colleague of someone like that? Why? Because this is a new language. This blockchain technology
It brings us together.
It brings everyone together. All levels. It really levels the playing field, and you have to get your blockchain education, friends. You have to get it. It's affordable. It's 1,000 euros or 2,000 euros. And there's other levels to come. You could decide not to hold back and spend much more. It's up to you. But we can put things in place for you to be very successful with this opportunity.
So you want to know more, you want to empower yourself, you want to taste success and enjoy life and get out of being stagnant in life. You want to grow, you want to excel. Call Sarah now at 744-5503, 744-5503. Make that call, educate yourself. Stay with us, we'll return right after these important messages.
Get started now. Get started with your One Academy package. Get started with your starter package. It's only $1,600 TT. Get your financial education from the One Academy. Although it's a beginner package, the information you're going to get from your One Academy starter package, you would have more knowledge than 90% of the world's population on finance for just $1,600 TT. Let's create a revolution. Let's spread the epidemic of our One Academy, One Life. Get it today.
Are you looking for a space to open your business or office? Space is available at Fred's Plaza, Eastern Main Road, opposite the bus route in San Juan. Call now for details, 338-9884.
2-bedroom apartments for rent in San Juan, conveniently located near the Eastern Main Road, Priority Bus Route and the San Juan Market. Call for details now. 392-2986. Super Quality Supermarket. Best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Couva Car Park, Couva, 98 Endeavour Road, Chaguanas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trincity. Super Quality Supermarket.
It's so long we're home. I have run out of clothes. I'm waiting for the Fab India Expo to open.
Well, they're actually open already.
Finally! I was waiting for them since March.
And yes, I agree. I've been craving for the Indian food from Tandoori King.
I'll have dinner at Dosa's Diner, and I'll have dessert at Nanu's Kulfi.
Listen, we could now dine in their food court area.
All you think about is food, huh? But I can shop there. I have to buy some shalwar and matching jewelry and shoes. You know.
They also just added 5 more vendors with all new goods.
When are they starting?
What?
Fab India Expo, of course.
The Fab India Expo is open opposite the Medford gas station in Chaguanas. Check us out today.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zalisa. This morning we're in conversation with Mr. Cordell King James and his beautiful wife, Mrs. Patrice James, talking to you about knowledge conquers fears. Welcome back. And we're talking about knowledge and empowering ourselves and educating ourselves.
And as we speak about that, I want to touch on this blockchain once again, because my wife was mentioning in the break, people don't need to be scared of the word blockchain. And this blockchain fundamentals, here what's happening. Wallet. What is a ledger wallet? Because this is the opportunity you're going to get to be a part of us. You're going to have a ledger wallet. And the ledger wallet is simple. It's just like a wallet that you would have. The difference is what you have in your wallet now. If it falls out or something get missing, something is taken, you don't know. Right. Or you may find out, or you can't account. You really...
True.
But this ledger wallet now will keep track of every financial move that you make.
Right.
And you can verify it, and you no longer have to lose money. And if you think about the word ledger wallet, it dates back to history. And it goes back to the ancient days of when they used to have ledger wallets and things of this nature. So what we really do is really bring in this whole digital blockchain and bring back just the trust in money that people have lost. People have lost trust in money because money became currency. Because money tends to go up in value, but currency loses value. And all we have today is currency. And currency do not increase in value any at all. Every single year you can be sure that your currency is going to depreciate and goods and services are going to seem like it's more, but it's your value is less. Your money is less. It's devaluation, not inflation alone. It's devaluation. That's the word that they hide or they don't allow you to use often. And my wife could tell you a story about my daughter.
Yeah, I'm laughing because as King spoke about the money depreciating in value, my daughter, 10-year-old daughter, Hadia, who is looking on right now in the next room, Hadia, Kiara, and Gabriella, hello. She came to me. She said, Mommy, I was talking to Daddy about something. You know, it's true what you said, that Daddy is part of homeschool too. Because sometimes I would ask him questions based on what he's teaching. And I said, what happened? She said, I looked at Fixies, and I know some of you children who might be listening knows the show. And I can't remember what the item was. I think it's a scooter, something the child they were teaching to save for. And Hadia said, why would you save for it if Daddy's talking about the money losing value? Then if the money keeps losing value, how am I going to get to buy it? Yeah. And she said, I talked to Daddy and I said that, I explained it to him. And he said, it depends. It depends on the period of time and what you're really saving for.
Right.
But she's asking that question or bringing up that conversation because she realizes that the one, which is the cryptocurrency that we are speaking about in our community and what we use, she realizes that increases in value. So is it that I should only save that? So we have to,
Wow.
bring that
10
balance
years old.
at 10, yes. We have to
Amazing.
teach her,
Yeah,
educate her.
amazing.
Because we really have to be careful, because at the end of the day, the one ecosystem and the one crypto concept, all they want to do is integrate into the
Yes.
payment and processing center of today's world. That's all we desire to do, is integrate. Just the way you would pay with your TT dollar, why not pay some percentage with one? And the fact is that this is the first kind of currency in the world that don't have to be subjected to inflation, don't have to be subjected to the normal, what we have become normal to, loss of buying power. This is the first time the reverse can happen, with the increasing buying power. And I know this baffles a lot of people.
Yeah.
Guess what?
It could be confusing.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the knowledge will conquer that confusion and that fear.
That's right.
So you come in and learn, you'll be able to adapt and understand, just like Shoba will be able to, just like Keston, just like Muriel, just like any of the people that would have visited the show. All of us at one point didn't know that we didn't know.
Just like your wife.
We're
Just like
learning
my wife.
every day.
Just like this
Yes.
lady here.
That's
and look
correct.
at where you're at after these years.
Yes, and it's a progression. I just make sure to always say that, because you don't want anybody to think you reach. We never
No,
reach.
we far from
It's a
reaching.
daily dying.
There's always room for growth and improvement.
Yes.
Absolutely, because in this opportunity, in this business, there's many reasons to walk away.
Yeah.
Many reasons to stop, many reasons to quit. The
Yeah,
company has been
challenges.
through challenge after challenge, but because we believe in what this system has to offer, because we believe on the unadulterated truth that we have to offer, we cannot move from this. The only time we stop is if the company stops. And based on what the company has been doing, no matter the situation, no matter what they're facing, they're pressing on,
Yes.
they're fighting, and they're not giving up. Why should I?
Yes.
Yeah. And if you see that sort of leadership and you see that sort of growth and you see that the potential,
Yes.
of course you've got to hold on.
That's correct.
That's what I
And hear what? The upside is way more valuable than the downside could ever be. Because people worry about, what if it don't happen? The question is, what if it do happen? What if it do happen? Are you prepared? Are you diversified? Are you involved? My friends, I'm letting you know it's already happening. So it's not even what if it happens anymore. It's already happening. It's just how much more will it happen before you get involved. So I encourage you, as we disappear for the weekend, get started, get involved, join our One Life, our One Academy, our Deal Shaker, our One Ecosystem now. Now is your chance and your opportunity like never before. I thank you guys for listening. Share this information, share with the viewers. Zalisha, you are amazing. Thank you so much for the opportunity. It's really all about One Life, because we believe One Life will lead you to more life.
True.
Your closing comments.
As King was talking just now, I thought about the fact that people say, what if it doesn't happen? The thing is, if it doesn't happen, we're back at square one. We have a problem, and that's the reason we have a problem with the current system, and that's why we continue to push. One of the reasons why, and the next reason is, daily as we continue to push, we become better individuals, and we could even spread that to others. So I just want to invite you again. You heard it from King, you heard it every Friday. We are just trying to help you, and to help you to help change the future.
Well said. Help you, and to change the future. And that is by educating yourself. Thank
Correct.
you kindly. May you continue to grow from strength to strength.
Thank you.
May you continue to be an inspiration to many people, because I think what you're doing is phenomenal by helping people to be better people.
Yes.
Yeah?
Thank you, sister.
Thank you kindly. See you soon. Well, my friends, I just want to remind you the choice is yours. Do your homework. Do your research. Make that call. Call Sarah 744-5503, 744-5503. We do have a repeat of this program today at 3:30. Tell your friends, tell your family members. We're also on Facebook, Conversations with Zalisa. To all of the people throughout the world who continue to connect with us and continue to empower themselves, thank you for choosing us, allowing us into your space and into your time so that we can influence you in a positive way and answer those unanswered questions. I plead with you, wear your mask. Please be extra cautious and careful. Let's have a beautiful incident-free weekend. Be safe, be happy. And here's reminding you that with God, all things are possible. I am Zalisa Budusing Rupani.